14 minutes after the hour now, and less than 24 hours until our government runs out of money as Senate Democrats dig in and vow to block a House funding bill ahead of tonight's midnight deadline.
With Congress so divided, will they manage to prevent a government shutdown? And what will happen if there is no agreement? Here with his insight into the ongoing battle is Texas Congressman Louie Gohmert. Thanks for joining us this morning, Congressman.
Sure, great to be with you, Jillian. Thank you.
So the House passed the short-term bill. We know that. Senate is going to resume voting at 11 o'clock this morning. What do you think happens in the next few hours today?
Well, that's a good question. You know, we've got like 10 senators, Democrats, whose states were carried by President Trump, so they're on the horns of the dilemma. They may want to look very carefully before they defund the children's health insurance program that desperately need money. And so if there's a shutdown, I know, you know, the lamestream media will probably report it the other way, but really, for thinking people, it'll be very clear. The shutdown was caused by the Democrats. Now, they've made the calculation that that's okay because they are standing up for people that are illegally in the country, even though they took an oath to follow the Constitution, which means you follow the law, you enforce the law, you see it's enforced, and your oath has nothing to do with ensuring the viability of people that came into your country illegally. So it's going to be interesting if they put people who came in illegally ahead of the best interests of the American people. And then it'll also be interesting because some of us have been encouraging Mitch McConnell, not personally, but through the media, that there is an answer if they will not vote. Now, you probably have 2 senators out. That means there's 98, so you need 49 votes. So we may need Mike Pence to come in if it were 48-48. But that's if you waive cloture, and he may need to do that. Well, so he doesn't need 60 votes.
With that as the backdrop, Representative Gohmert, do we avoid a government shutdown? What's your prediction?
I'm just not sure how confident the Democrats in the Senate are about winning a shutdown that they are causing on behalf of people that came in the country illegally. For heaven's sake, that issue won President Trump the presidency and carried 10 of the Democrat states that are up for election this year. So I'd hate to be those senators. They've got to look really serious. So all I can say is I think it's going to be a fun day today, watching people squirm and listening for the sound of sphincters puckering in the Senate as they try to decide, do I want to put the interests of people that came in illegally above the military getting paid, above American citizens getting what they need, and above children that are legally in the country their health insurance?
Well, we will certainly see in the upcoming hours. Look, before we let you go, I want to get your take on this memo that we've heard about on FISA abuses. We're hearing different things, that it's shocking, it's troubling, it's alarming, but so far, at least we don't know what's in it. Can you tell us about this and what your take is on it?
Yeah, you know, they read you the Riot Act when you go over to the SCIF to review classified information, and I got into an argument with the attorney there about what you could or couldn't say. I know you can't talk about what's in the memo, but let me just say there are people that have got a lot of gall after we now know what's in the memo that they haven't resigned and left the Justice Department. Just say it like that. Wow. And if they hang around long enough, you know, poor Jeff Sessions, he goes over there trying to administer justice fairly, and then you find out these guys have weaponized the Department of Justice. They have made up stuff in order to go after people and wiretap and get. Anyway, let me just say, Jeff Sessions is in a tough situation. He went in over there thinking, well, at least the career people I can trust. And some of the career people need to resign and be gone before we have to fire them or impeach them from Congress.
And some of your colleagues even saying this could be another Watergate. The always visually descriptive.
It's worse than Watergate. It's worse than Watergate.
Always visually descriptive Louie Gohmert, Representative. Thank you so much for being here
with you.
on a Friday.
Certainly stay tuned to see if that becomes public.